statement.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
May it please the court, Mr. Jenkins, ladies and gentlemen. As you found out yesterday, my name is Curtis Rogers. I, along with attorney prosecuting team, are representing Dr. Ebony Parker. Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard that my client, Dr. Parker, is accused of the crime of felony child abuse and neglect. There is one thought that I want you to keep in the forefront of your mind during this trial, and that is based on their actions, there wasn't a gun. Based on their actions, there wasn't a gun. Now, the Commonwealth talks about a lot, and this ongoing crisis, and that Dr. Parker was the only person that had knowledge of the crisis and the authority to act. I would submit that's not accurate. It's not true. And think about it. Who was the one person that was there from the beginning to the end? And that was the teacher, this woman. Okay. Based on her actions, she did not act as if there was a gun present. So if she thought there was a gun present, then her actions should have been to separate the child, JT, from his classmates, or separate the classmates from JT. She didn't do that. There was also another person that had suspicions, and that was Amy Kovac. Okay, if she thought that there was a gun, she had the authority to separate JT from his classmates, or initiate a separation of the classmates from JT. That did not occur. The Commonwealth mentioned that JT was out on the playground with his classmates, and there were teachers, agents of the school, that observed things that were going on, he said, that caused them alarm. But based on their actions, they did not respond as if there was a crisis or danger to those students. They did not separate JT from his classmates. They did not separate his classmates from JT. So, Commonwealth is saying that only Dr. Parker had authority. Each one of those individuals had the authority to remove those classmates or to remove JT if they thought that those students were presented with any kind of threat or harm or danger. We're at the beginning of this trial, and I need you to understand that right now, Dr. Parker stands presumed to be innocent. Right now, she's innocent. The Commonwealth has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she's guilty of the allegations that they are presenting. The Commonwealth has to prove that Dr. Parker was a guardian or other person responsible for the care of the alleged victims. Before Dr. Parker, there was a teacher, Zwerner. And the Commonwealth has to prove that Dr. Parker's willful act or omission in the care of the children was so gross, wanton, and culpable as to show a reckless disregard for human life. Who was the person that saw these events from beginning to end? That was the teacher, Ms. Zwerner. Who was another person that pretty much saw everything before Dr. Parker was? That was Amy Kovac, the reading specialist. There was another person that saw everything from definitely before the shot were fired, and that was Mr. Rawls. If the Commonwealth wants to accuse Dr. Parker, what about these other people that had direct contact with this child, JT? It is my belief that the Commonwealth will not be able to prove with any reasonable doubt that Dr. Parker is guilty of these crimes. And I will be asking you at the conclusion of this trial to find Dr. Parker not guilty. Understand, I need you to always consider it based upon their actions. There was no crisis. There was no gun. Based upon their actions, there was no crisis. There wasn't